Guys, we got an enemy light tank in the area.
What's going on, gamers? DBMgamer here. What the hell am I playing? This isn't Battlefield 3. Nope, guys, this is Bad Company 2. Battlefield Bad Company 2. Why am I playing this? Because, well, you gotta know where you've been before you know where you're going. This is a title that actually came out before Battlefield 3. And it's actually my first Battlefield title. This is kind of where I cut my teeth at. Now, why am I playing this? Simply put, because I do not have my PlayStation 4 yet. They're coming soon, and I'm really excited about this, guys. Now, along with all these next-gen consoles, a lot of cool features are going to be added. Well, the issues that come when you add new stuff, well, you're going to have some hitches. I've already watched a video earlier today, or a news report where I saw that the Kinect for the Xbox One is actually having problems recognizing voice commands, and that was one of the features that Microsoft was touting about the thing. And it's going to be a Sony issue probably as well, because they do have a microphone built into the PlayStation Eye camera. I don't know how many guys are planning on getting that, because right now, as it stands, there's actually no software support for the PlayStation Eye other than the little Playroom demo that's going to come on the system. You know, time can only hope that they're going to add some more stuff to make this thing interesting. Otherwise, just no one's going to buy it, and it's just going to go the way of the dodo bird. So what I want to talk about is when you've got all this new technology, you're going to hit speed bumps. Now, you don't have to go very far to see how kind of speed bumps you're going to have. All you got to do is just go back to the generation we're currently sitting on. If you looked at the Xbox the Xbox 360 when it very first came out, it actually was lacking a lot of the stuff that it currently has now. PlayStation as well. A lot of the things that you can get on PlayStation was not available to you at launch. Things like the PSN store. So guys, I got one of the first PlayStation 3s actually in North America. Mine was one of the first one in that initial batch of about 200,000, 275,000, whichever the initial release numbers were. So I got on the PlayStation Store when it was literally only 5 things on the store, guys. It was pretty funny. You go on there, there's no, what's hot, what's featured, what's a demo. There were 5 things all on one screen, 5 tiles. So it's came a long way since then, which I'm happy to say. I supported Sony, and Sony kind of came through. They actually just recently overtook Microsoft sales numbers. I think shipping something like 80 million units in the North America. I'm sorry, worldwide. But it's not just Sony's going to have some growing pains. Microsoft's going to have some growing pains as well. Back when it first came out, the HDMI port, there wasn't one. For a true HDMI gaming, the only thing you could have gone to was Sony. The Wi-Fi that's built into the Xbox 360 now didn't have it. You had to buy it separately. That's another thing that was kind of built into the PlayStation 3. So in case you were ever curious as to why did the PS3 kind of cost so much more than the 360, it was because it had just a lot of the stuff that was built in to the system, whereas if you wanted those features or that functionality, you had to buy it separately for the Xbox. Now, another thing I wanted to discuss as far as technology growing pains is the new Battlefield 4. I know a lot of people are doing or have been playing it on PlayStation 3 and on PC, and if you just kind of watching the news and you're seeing the media, there's actually a lot of technical hitches that they're running into. Such issues like server stability, servers crashing, the system freezing on you would crash, and then just overall kind of laggy netcode, which if you've played on console, I can't really speak for how it is on the Xbox on the console side there, but on the PlayStation 3 side, the netcode really hasn't been that great since I would say probably February or March when they optimize the servers according to EA. So I kind of hope for a little bit tighter netcode. And I'm sure down the line, Battlefield 4 is going to, you're going to see some other issues rear its head, such as like some of the crazier stuff that happened with Battlefield 3, with, the USAS and frag rounds being probably one of the most overpowered things I've ever seen in a first-person shooter. I remember the first time I got killed by that thing, I literally thought someone was shooting a LAV main gun at me, and it was just a guy running around with a shotgun, for Christ's sake. It's pretty crazy. But I'm sure there are going to be, some hitches there as far as balance and weapon balances, vehicle balances. From what I've already seen, I think they're going to have to do some issues with the tanks. The proximity scan not quite, being up to snuff as far as what Battlefield 3 was. And then you're going to add more people that have access to C4. Now it's not just the support guys. Now you have to worry about the recon guys. So you effectively half of the classes you could run into on a battlefield are potentially going to have C4 ready for you. If that wasn't enough, then you've also got the engineer carrying an RPG or MBT Law, which is like a laser designated javelin, just fires a little bit quicker. So I can definitely see they're probably going to do some weapon balances on that, maybe weaken the MBT Law or strengthen the tanks. That's what I would prefer. But that's me, I'm a tanker. But overall, there's going to be some changes. But first things first, DICE has got to get DICE has got to get the game running stably before they're going to work on any other issues. That's just the basic business model. You have to release a stable product before you can go in and start tweaking things. But I have faith that DICE is going to really pull this together. They've already released 6 or 7 patches, and these are the server side patches to fix small issues. And they're still going to continue to bang away on this thing and try and get it working for us correctly. This was sort of my whole reasoning for waiting for the PlayStation 4. So I wanted to avoid a lot of the issues that I ran into when I first got Battlefield 3. There was some pretty heinous stuff with Battlefield 3's launch. Such basic stuff as the whole squatting thing, no server queues. Which is a problem that's in Battlefield 4 currently, but it's actually in there, guys. The server queue actually is in the system, but DICE just disabled it because they ran into a bug that causes the game to crash, and they were trying to limit that as much as possible. So that they're probably turning the server queue back on when they've gotten a lot of the server stability stuff fixed. They have time to look at that. But like other issues that you ran into on Battlefield 3 for PlayStation 3, like the team VoIP. Was not working. If any more people than 2 people came on with mics, the whole mic system would crash and you couldn't hardly understand anybody. So yeah, it's not a good day. And it took them several months to get this fixed, so I'm kind of hoping they'll pick the pace up on this. Like I said, so far from what I've seen, this game is a lot more stable than Battlefield 3 was at launch. But only time will tell, and how hard DICE is going to be at this to get this working right for us, guys. But it's not all doom and gloom, because like I said, the next gen consoles are coming out real soon. Well, I hope you enjoyed the commentary, guys, and as always, have a good one.
Here's some ammo. This is Boogeyman. The Russians are falling back. Good job out there today, Gyps.